Yo, what is going on? Welcome to the pod once again. This is Unbounded. I'm your host, the truth, boy, the outlier. And before we get started, man.
Mountain Dew Spark is back.
That's not what I was talking about. Oh, no. But before we get started, I really want to get right into one of the biggest fake news stories of the year. And no, this has nothing to do with Donald Trump or politics.
No. I know the story you're talking about.
So funny thing about it is, like, people in my job know I'm a wrestling fan.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as soon as it came out, the next day it came out to be fake. And then I'm at work, and the guidance counselor comes up to me and was like, "Hey, what you think about WWE selling to Saudi Arabia?" I was like, "Yeah, it was fake." It's like off rip, like yeah, that was a bunch of baloney. And it's so funny because
it is funny.
Who broke the news about Vince McMahon's allegations with the hush money? Do you remember
that
Wall Street Journal?
Right.
When Vince McMahon retired,
right?
Who wrote that?
Wall Street Journal.
When it was rumored that Vince McMahon was talking about coming back, who wrote that?
The Wall Street Journal.
When Vince McMahon came back, who mentioned that?
The Wall Street Journal.
When it came out that Vince McMahon wanted to sell the company, who wrote that? Don't hurt yourself.
Wall Street Journal?
The Wall Street Journal. So why are we sitting here believing that some nobody from the Zone? I didn't even know they covered wrestling, but okay.
Zone? Yeah, they cover everything combat related, boxing.
I didn't even know who that guy was. To be honest with you.
What, the Zone? The Zone is not a person; it's a company.
Well, no, the guy that initially broke the story.
Oh,
but it was like because everybody was watching NXT 2.0. I had just got home from church, and
isn't it just
we had
NXT now. Isn't it just NXT now?
You're right, my fault. But NXT, and a lot of the dirt sheet people, like they were all in this. There's something happening. There's big news coming. Everybody's like, I heard the same thing. But I was like, okay, cool. Now I'm just waiting for Wall Street Journal. Then this, I don't even want to mispronounce his name, came out and said that WWE has sold to Saudi Arabia and is going private. Now I made a post on Facebook calling him Vince McMahon the biggest villain in history, which he's up there. But
should make a list about that.
He probably will.
And March
everybody's having a breakdown because everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, they're selling to Saudi Arabia. This is the worst thing possible." And I had my moments where I was like, "Yeah, this could be a bad idea." But then somewhere in the back of my mind was like, "Where's Wall Street Journal? Where is Wall Street Journal? All of this?" And throughout the entire night, the more things came out, the more I was like, something's not right here. Because Wall Street Journal has yet to say a word. Because again, Wall Street Journal has been in front of every single story regarding Vince McMahon since the summer. And lo and behold, they're silent.
Where did he found?
Like the Avatar. When you need him the most, he vanished. Well played. That just came out of nowhere.
No, well done though. Makes sense.
And then the next day you come out, and then now you start seeing people. I think John Alba was one of the first ones I saw say something that said, "This is not true," and then the original post got deleted. And it's so funny because just about every single major wrestling journalism site, all the journalists, talking heads were all on this WWE sold to Saudi Arabia, and it's so funny. Because you know who the one guy that actually came out here with a logical take was?
Meltzer?
No, because he was one of them.
Sure.
That was somebody that we used to listen to that we don't listen to now.
No way.
JD from New York.
He had a logical take?
JD had a logical take, and let me find it again. Because it's so funny because the reaction to it was kind of funny because one of the most softest people in the wrestling media had something to say about it, which I'm not surprised because when
was it Bix?
No, it wasn't. Well, okay, the second most sensitive person in wrestling media. My fault.
Sean Ross Sapp.
Yes, Shonda Ross Sapp. Let me find it because JD made a really good point here. Dog, through the table, you talk too much. I'm trying to go through because through the table actually was the reason I found it because JD blocked me and I don't really care. But before we get there, let's read some of the stuff that Sean Ross Sapp said, and I guess this is all about it. So Sean Ross Sapp, again, nobody in WWE has confirmed this. No, never mind. That's not what I want. Dog, where is it? I should have picked it up before I got here, but it is what it is. If I got to go back to JD's page because I found it and I should have liked it on the podcast page because he blocked me on my personal page, but I have a burner and I have the podcast page, which.
Oh, I forgot you out of control. You in the streets where you need a burner.
Am I really though? Who the heck is at the door?
You are in the streets. You are in the streets though. Who needs a burner? You don't need a burner unless you got people coming for you, which you do. I mean, not like in a chaotic sense of way, but nonetheless. Nonetheless, he does. I mean, only people who induce chaos need burners. But you still have a burner. How you doing? If you weren't chaotic, you wouldn't need a burner. Like only people who bring chaos need burners. That's just how it goes. Like I don't think I'm wrong in that. I feel like that's a good take. I feel like that's a good, solid take. I do. I really do. I'm actually going to stand by that take.
You see it?
Did I find it? No. Let me see. I was just saying, I'm going to stand by that take. That only people who are non-chaotic people who bring about chaos, who are surround themselves with chaos, need burners. I feel like that's just fair.
All right. They had a whole talk. So I'm gonna clean this up because JD, being from New York, he's very colorful. So wrestling media looked absolutely stupid last night, as usual. Wrestling to go live, providing inaccurate news. Been my motto to wait always. Today, Chi-Town Smart and myself burn it down and talk Stephanie McMahon quitting and sell rumors from yesterday, 3 p.m. And Mr. Sensitive Ross Sapp replies, "Ought to make such a sweeping blanket statement, especially when you seemingly cover reports from wrestling media with regularity. If wrestling media is so stupid and inaccurate, you should consider not subjecting your audience to the reports." So then here's JD replies, "Did I name you, Sean? You didn't put out any statement regarding a sale and took the right approach as you usually do. Stop defending BS and stop thinking literally everything is a shot of you. I pick and choose who I get my news from, and if I didn't, I'd have 7 videos out by now." Sean, being my fault, Sensitive Raw Sapp, says, "You might be able to treat your audience like they're stupid, but I'm not. You posted an incorrect sweeping blanket statement for attention and to make yourself look smarter than those who covered it when you were on Twitter overreacting yourself." Okay. And then JD replies, "The wrestling is ish. That's a sweeping blanket statement that is factually correct. I don't need to do anything for attention. I'll have 4,000 people watching me regarding of what I put out on here. No sales equals no news. I get it. It's boring today, but this ain't it." Then Sean says, "You post factually incorrect thumbnails to get people to click on your videos. I'm not sure if you should be heralding accuracy." And then JD goes, "Maybe you should actually learn how to do YouTube and actually create thumbnails instead of a screenshot with your mobile device before criticizing someone who knows the algorithms better than you do." Never in my days would I thought I'd see Sensitive Ross Sapp and JD, Mr. Short 5'2" man, going back and forth on Twitter. I thought they were buddy. But I guess that's how you have a little sensitive baby in a New Yorker. To be honest, both of them are very sensitive. That was like the most light-skinned argument I just read.
He's calling the most light-skinned.
That was the most light-skinned argument I've read on Twitter. Like, oh my gosh. Imagine Drake and who else is very sensitive in hip-hop right now? Like, oh my gosh, that was horrible. Where's Duke when you need him? Where is Duke when you need him? That's embarrassing. Wrestling media, y'all are trash. No wonder why real media doesn't consider y'all media. Paywall Jesus. Shout out to Duke for that one.
He said, I do.
Dog, tell me I'm wrong.
You're not. You're not.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not.
That was my first time actually reading through the whole thing, and I'm embarrassed myself for reading it. Dog. I'll pick it up later.
You're not wrong.
Shoot. Let me get mad about something else now. Let's get mad about this.
I was gonna
once
say-
again.
I was
We're
going
gonna
to
get mad
say,
at Rolling Stone for now. Go
before
ahead.
we go to her, I was going to say,
Lord.
I kind of felt it wasn't going to happen solely on the fact that, well, here are my two things on it. One, I felt like it might be realistic solely for the fact that, well, you already sold out to him for 10 years, or now it's less now.
It's like 5 years now, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm saying you already sold yourself to do 2 shows for him anyway. And then I thought about the hilarious idea of just on regular television, you bring like somebody who has no business being there wrestling a random Monday night. That's one thing that brought me joy.
You know what? I got something else to add to this. And this is why I hate the wrestling media so much. Because after that, then they want to come out here and say that Triple H and Stephanie McMahon were 100% against Vince McMahon selling the company.
Oh,
But when it came out that Vince McMahon was coming back, what was the sole purpose of him coming back?
creative?
No. And when it was written down in the SEC filings, it was put in for him to come back to oversee the selling of the company.
Right.
When he was voted into that position, how many people voted against him?
Nobody.
Can you sing it better than that? Go Keith Sweat for me.
Nobody.
So when were they against him selling? When they approved it?
They never.
The episode is called "I Hate Wrestling Media."
That was funny. But that was one thing I thought about.
And yes, I'm making a blanket statement. Sensitive raw sap.
The other thing I thought about it was I thought it might not be real in the sense of like why you're doing like the best we've seen in a while. I was actually watching Raw. You know what I mean?
There was a lot of improvements going on.
Yeah, I'm saying like me.
As of right now, we can still hold on to that.
Yeah, like I was actually watching Raw. Now, granted, it was for like one reason, but still.
What more reason did you have to watch Raw like last
Exactly,
year?
like for real. Like I wasn't watching Raw. He'll tell you, I was not watching Raw for like 4 years.
After the Crown Jewel show where Shane McMahon.
No, not even that. It was like I was.
No, that's when you really stopped.
No, that's why I stopped. But I know, like I had like slowed. This way, when Ronda left Raw,
that was the start of
when Ronda left. When Ronda left, that was what 2019, right?
So I can't remember.
So Ronda left in 2019 when Becky became double champ. Right around there, I slowed down. But then when after that Saudi show, where Corbin for some unholy reason screwed over Braun, when you could have just had Brock beat Braun clean, like Brock was probably going to do anyway.
Was it that, or was it when Shane won the bet? Was called the
that didn't help. That didn't help.
No, I remember it. You were mad already about that.
That made me mad.
The main event happened, and he was like, "I am done."
That upset me. But then it was Constable Corbin at the time, because he got like power slammed by Braun on Raw before. He screwed over Braun. He hit Braun with the belt. Hey, Karen.
Connie.
He hit Braun with the belt before the match started. Brock hit Braun with an F5 and pinned the match in like under a minute. And I was like, what the biggest waste of time of my life.
Well, you watched it. I didn't. What does that tell you?
Yeah.
I didn't watch that show.
Because I'm thinking, like, I wanted to see. It kind of brought me with the tournament. They kind of lured me in with. I feel like something else happened on that show that that was the only thing I cared about. But I was like, well, since I'm here, I might as well go. I haven't
started caring about the Saudi shows until just like the last few years have been really, really good.
And what's so bad is that
we're doing pretty good.
What's so bad is that I know for a fact matches of the year have happened on those shows.
No,
but I refuse
Edge and Seth Rollins
to watch them. I can't watch them.
You can't even watch it like
I have it.
If I gave you a site like a Daily Motion video, would you watch it then?
No, I can't.
Dang.
I know, that's crazy, ain't it?
I can respect
all because of location. Location.
I can respect it.
Like, for example, like
people that will
have the matches.
People like you that actually are like 10 toes down, or how many? I don't know if you are like Deion Sanders and have like 2 amputated toes. I've never looked at your feet and I don't want to.
Yeah,
so
no, we're not doing that.
No, we don't roll like that. No. But yeah. So 10 toes down on your morals with that, I can respect that.
Yeah, like for me, it's all about location. Like during that pandemic, the match, like especially during 2020, most of those matches had to be amazing.
Yeah,
they had to be phenomenal to get on my list. And what was our number one list? What was our number one match from that list? Because we had the same one. You know what it was? Walter and Dragunov the first time.
Oh, yeah, that's probably the only time we're ever going to agree on number one.
The only reason, no, I'm saying, and why was that match so good? Because, granted, it was location. It was location, but the problem we had with it was, granted, there was no crowd. We didn't care about the crowd. Why? Because they were killing each other.
They were.
They were killing each other.
Absolutely.
So,
demolishing each other. It was just...
For 20 minutes, like 25 minutes,
but
they were killing each other.
All right. Enough of being happy about things. Let's get mad again.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm scrolling. I'm never going to go through all 200 of these people.
We're not. These are albums. These are albums. So
what's good, Matt? All right. So who the heck is Rosalia? This name sounds familiar. Glenn Danzig.
Who does he work for?
I don't know, but he evidently.
I feel like I know that name too.
The name sounds familiar.
All right. Who else you got?
Billie Eilish at 198.
No, her voice is good. Her voice is good.
Okay, I like Billie Eilish. Burna Boy, okay. Shout out to Burna Boy.
First person of color on the list. Well,
Nigerian.
Well, what's the bird? Who's that?
Polly something. Kelly Clarkson at 194. Okay. Let's continue to see how Brandy. Okay, Sasha Banks' cousin. 190. Oh, I don't know who you are, fam.
Okay.
Jungkook.
I feel like
Frank Ocean at 190.
Okay. Not bad. Who was that?
I don't know.
I'm trying at least.
I don't know you.
Wow.
I don't know you. Alicia Keys at 185. This is going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like she could be higher. But we'll see. Karen O, whoever you are. Solomon Burke. That sounds like something my mom probably listened to when she was.
Jasmine Sullivan?
Jasmine Sullivan, okay. 182 for Jasmine Sullivan.
Bob Sager.
I know.
He had a good voice.
SZA is over. This is already a mess.
Well, you gotta think about
how is SZA?
Think about the other list.
Over Alicia Keys.
Think about the other list we did. Well,
I got a feeling there's gonna be a lot of recency bias in this list.
Well, think about remember that rap albums list we did when they had Chief Keef over.
It's gonna be a lot of recency bias in this genre.
Well, not even Chief Keef. They had what was the one that really drove us up the wall? They had Invasion of Privacy over.
That was the one because I used it in the intro for a while.
Yeah. They had Invasion. They did a Rolling Stones at a rap albums list, best 200 rap albums of all time. They had Invasion of Privacy by Cardi B over the Illmatic by Nas.
Lana Del Rey was in the 170s.
Slow down a bit.
Juan Gabriel.
Not too far, but Chris Stapleton.
Okay.
I've heard that brother got a good voice.
He does.
I've heard he has a good voice.
My ex kind of got me to country, so some of these country artists.
Mark Anthony, I've heard he's got a good voice.
I remember him. I heard of him, I should say.
Morrissey.
All right, let's continue going through. We're down into the 163s. Bobby Bland. He looks like an old school rock star.
Yeah.
Like from the My Dingling era. Tell me I'm wrong.
I feel like BB King is somewhere on this list.
He better be. Carrie Underwood is at 158. He better be. George Strait. Okay, 156. Yeah. All my exes live in Texas.
Like I'm George Strait.
Shut up. I don't know who that is. This looks familiar. Never mind. I don't know. Michael Stipe. Martha Reeves. Heard the name before. What number is that? 151.
151 row.
Yeah, that's my song. As I wait for this to upload. Chris Stapleton's voice is amazing. Thanks you, A Fox. 150 we at Brian Ferry.
Oh, yeah, it's me. It's Isaac, Karen, in case you're wondering.
You remember Isaac?
Yeah, just haven't seen me in a while. Barbra Streisand?
Ruth Brown. That name sounds familiar. Major vocals from a small man.
Okay.
All
right.
See, good thing you're up here because some of these people I don't know. A Fox.
Yeah.
Luciano. Wait. Luciano. That's not what I'm thinking it is. Okay, never mind. Christina Aguilera at 141. Bono at 140. Okay.
I wonder what Katy Perry's going to end up on this list.
She's up here. She's definitely
up here.
With some of the names. El DeBarge at 137. I feel like he should be
Lauryn Hill. She's more rapper than singer. She's more rapper than singer.
Is it singers or just?
It's singers.
Okay.
It's just singers.
Okay.
You know, she does sing. So Drake is probably going to be on.
You know what? She's perfectly fine where she is because she probably was late to the list anyway.
Prepare for the inevitability that Drake is going to be on this list.
Probably so. Axl Rose.
Wait, where is he?
Who?
Axl? Wait, Axl Rose. He's at 134? Frontman for Guns N' Roses.
Oh, shoot. I knew Guns N' Roses. I just didn't know the people.
Yeah, that was part of Guns N' Roses. Slash was also part of Guns N' Roses.
A Fox, don't get mad at me because I know you like Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
She's gonna get me Tuesday.
Neil Young. No, but for real, like, I mean, he had a unique voice. I feel like Elvis is gonna be way too. I feel like Elvis is gonna be way.
Elvis is overrated.
Yes, he's gonna be.
Elvis is a thief.
Rob Halford from Judas Priest. Interesting.
Florian Welch.
Wait, go back up. Is that Florence from Florence on the Machine?
Yep.
She's got a beautiful voice. Makes me sad. But it makes me sad in like the emotional kind of way.
Oh, Donny Hathaway.
Like her voice is so.
This is like part of where I'm pretty sure this is where part of Stokely's name comes from.
Stokely.
You know, I realized where like his WWE name was like Malcolm Bivens, Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Bivens, Bell Biv DeVoe, and I think now Stokely is Stokely Carmichael, and then Donny Hathaway doing a fusion dance.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Oh, I'm so glad.
See what I'm talking about? She's gonna get me Tuesday. She's probably gonna tell the kids, and the kids are gonna be on my side because like, who the heck is that?
What? I'm helping you out by saying that.
What's up?
Trying to put you on game.
Robert Johnson, Karen Carpenter.
Here, listen to Paradise City. Listen to Paradise City by Guns N' Roses.
I know Guns N' Roses.
So listen to Paradise City, and he's the guy singing that high voice.
Now I know what you're talking about. I just didn't know the man's name.
Patti Smith.
Chet Baker. Erykah Badu is at 115.
Oh, Sammy's not gonna like this list.
I don't like this list. I agree with Sammy. Ozzy Osbourne is at 112.
I would think
this is going to get really bad once you get to the top 50. Apple. The Weeknd at 110. The Weeknd's voice isn't like the most amazing.
But it's good for what it is.
Morning Meeting is Chris Stapleton, Mark Anthony, And Axl Rose, No February. All right, continue on.
Read.
Bill Withers at 106. Come on now.
Eddie Vedder? Ooh.
Aaron Neville. Taylor Swift is at 102.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Taylor Swift is mid. Fight me. I said what I said. Come fight me.
That is hilarious.
Look in my eyes. Taylor Swift is mid. I said what I said.
You say she's mid.
Elton John at 100.
That? No, we'll see who's above him.
Elton John, alright. Clyde McPhatter. Nah, that name is insane. Bob Marley at 98. Usher at 97. Okay.
Look at where he's at, though. Above Bob?
Yeah. This is going to get ridiculous.
So,
Chuck Berry at 96.
He was more guitar player than singer.
Vicente Fernandez.
Oh, no. You put some Vicente Fernandez around a bunch of Marines at midnight with alcohol in their systems. I know. I've seen it.
Well, you're a Marine, so I would hope you would know.
It's funny.
Anita Baker at 92.
That's Suavemente. It's really funny.
Anita Baker at 92 is probably going to bug me by the end of this. Selena at 89. Okay.
Oh,
This
shame. That's a shame what happened.
Jimmy Rogers. Diana Ross at 87. Michael Jackson at 86.
I saw that and I'm like, fair. Hey, I said fair. Fine. I thought it was fair because I've heard better. Not that I've heard better singers, but think about it. This dude's more performer. He's more performer. Come on. Where else have you seen videos of him performing and it's absolutely insane? Right? There are. There are. I'm sorry. It is. There are. There just happen to be. It's just how it is. Yeah, see? Yes. Like, not just a great singer, but storyteller.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm not saying that he should be number 5, but 86? The only thing I like about 86 is Big Crit.
Fair enough. Johnny Cash, though, at 85, that's pretty solid.
All right, let's continue. Amy Winehouse, rest in peace, 83.
I feel like they're going with strict vocal range.
I do like Amy Winehouse's voice. Somebody that kind of reminds me of her now is Baby Rose. She has like this very baritone voice. It kind of caught me off guard when I saw her in person, but now that it's too
Baby Rose or
Baby Rose is her name.
Chris Cornell, yes, beautiful voice. I don't care. Chris Cornell has a beautiful voice. He definitely deserves to be where he's at. Bruce Springsteen? I don't care. Here. His same with his take on Taylor Swift. Bruce Springsteen, he's mid.
He said it. D'Angelo at 75. VA, stand up.
Yeah, he's mid.
D'Angelo's mid.
Bruce Springsteen.
Okay. Patti LaBelle at 74. Hector Lavoe. I thought that was Elvis for a second. I ain't gonna hold you. Muddy Waters. That sounds like something a rapper would name themselves now. Roy Orbison. Ronnie Spector. Yo, I'm not going to say it.
Don't do it. Don't hurt yourself.
Jamie's not here, so no. Rihanna at 68. Did you see her commercial, her little advertisement for the Super Bowl performance?
No, but I'm here for it.
It looked weird.
I'm here for it.
I was like, the hair looks weird, but okay. Dennis Brown. David Ruffin. This is what Rihanna was mad about.
Well, I miss our friend.
Dog, if Breon were here right now, he'd have.
Call him. Call him.
Let me see something. I'm gonna call Breon.
Call him. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to call. See if we can get a hold of our boy on the air right now. I hope we can.
I hope he picks up.
I swear, I hope he does. Come on, man.
Pick up, dog.
Come on. We miss you, buddy. You have his actual number?
I actually do.
Okay, why are you calling him on Facebook?
Because I always call on Facebook.
Why? You have
because Breon is weird to where he won't answer a text message from me for like 2 months. I'm like, where you at? 2 months later, oh, I'm in my bed. Like, dog, what? Watch he actually be at work too.
He will be at work. When is he not at work? The man got this man working.
The man got the man working.
Yes.
That sounds like I'm gonna smack your face off your face.
Who said that? Somebody said that recently.
Hager said it on Dynamite.
I was like, where did I hear that? I literally just heard that.
I told the kids that yesterday. They busted out laughing. I was like, that's about as weird as saying we'll knock your face off your face.
He did say that. Oh, man.
What do I have this man's name under? Do I have on a mule? Obsolete mule? I forget what I had this man's name. Number saved over. Okay. Oh, that's Messenger. Whatever. He's probably working.
Shame.
But he'd probably be heated if we saw that.
David
66 David Ruffin. Okay.
Stairs David Ruffin. No, I seen a tweet.
York. Is that how
York.
you say it? York?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he had up there Stairs David Ruffinly. And it's the picture of George
Michael is 62.
Nice. No, he had a picture that said Stairs David Ruffinly.
I thought it was Lori Beth Denberg.
It says Stairs David. That's a dope name. I don't care what anybody says.
If I become a rapper, that's my name, dog. Howlin' Wolf. Lady Gaga at 58.
That's higher. That woman's got a voice of an angel.
It actually is really good. I didn't realize it until I was listening to Chillin' by Wale. I was like, yo, Lady Gaga actually can sing for real.
Yeah. She had me in the chokehold for years with her voice.
Barry White at 56. Okay.
Had to clarify that so nobody gets weird.
Tina Turner at 55.
Willie Nelson and
Miriam Makeba. I've heard the name before for some odd reason. Mick Jagger at 52. You know, I've never heard a song from Mick Jagger. And if I have, I don't know about it.
I haven't either. At least
I thought
I feel like we've heard it. No,
like when I heard the song "Moves Like Jagger," I was like, "Who is Jagger?"
It's like you probably heard it but didn't know who it was.
It's like that, like the brother of like Smitty Worman Jensen. Funny thing, I have a hoodie coming in, a Smitty Worman Jensen hoodie.
Why?
Because he was number one. And ever since Tuesday, my uncle said something at church. He was like 2 weeks later. And the dude beside was like SpongeBob. And ever since then, I've been on this SpongeBob quote. Like, I was walking through work the other day. So have a good one. I was walking through work. And I just looked at somebody. I had my water bottle in my hand. And I take it up.
What's wrong with you?
Just all random.
What's wrong with you?
And then the next day, I was just like, man, I need to go find Smitty Worman Jensen. Something is literally wrong with me. Really? Shot heads at 51. Joni Mitchell at 50. Yes, I have problems. If you haven't noticed, I am very, very weird. Toni Braxton at 48.
And Mavis he's got a good voice.
Turn it back on. Last one. That one.
Did I turn this stuff on?
Just my lights.
I'm out of it.
You Gucci. Ella Fitzgerald at 45.
That should be higher. I've been on a binge, not on a binge, but I heard her sing "In a Sentimental Mood," but over Coltrane and Miles Davis. Easily, probably the most beautiful things I've ever heard.
Miles Davis, not a singer, but Miles Davis is one of the greatest musicians out there, man.
Him and Coltrane, John Coltrane.
No, I used to get picked on in high school because I would listen to like Miles Davis on the bus. It was like, you listen to elevator music? I was like, no, it's jazz. Elevator music. It's called jazz music. Not my fault they put jazz music in the elevator in the hospitals.
I want to put a pin in that right quick. We used to get picked on for some weird. That's a weird thing to get picked on for.
I come to a realization that we just picked on people. Just pick on people just for GP.
Right. It's got to be. It's got to be for clout at this point.
Yes.
It had to be for clout at that point because it's jazz. I've heard some really fire jazz.
Oh, jazz music is amazing. Like, Native Ferguson. Look, I can listen to Native Ferguson for like 2 hours.
I was telling a homeboy at church, right? And we were thinking about, imagine, you know how at the James Brown concerts, or the Elvis concerts, or even the Temptations concerts, right? You know how, granted, take a James Brown concert or the Temptations, when it's really crowded, sweltering in there for the most part, right? And then you think, well, the women are all over the place, right? So I'm thinking in my head, I'm telling them, like, it gotta smell crazy in there, right?
These are concerts, not wrestling shows.
No, but I mean, like, still, like, it gotta smell crazy for other reasons.
No, you talking about you talking about the plan. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of vegetarian.
No, my friend. No, my brother in Christ. I'm talking about the other smells. Don't think about it too hard, but think about it.
Dog, that's disgusting.
Am I wrong, though?
I mean, you're not wrong. Tina Turner higher than Patty, Tony. Yeah. This is weird.
I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
No, you're not wrong. I was talking you talking about vegetarian.
No. Her voice is good. No, bro. Her voice. Think about vocals. In pure.
I do not see the appeal.
Of Ariana Grande's voice?
Of Ariana Grande's voice is very mid to me.
Over.
I can say you right now.
Vocally?
I could think of one person, at least one person right now that I will tell you is not on this list that has a better voice than Ariana Grande.
Who?
Michaela Janae. Because nobody knows who the heck she is.
You didn't know who half the people on this list are, though.
And?
I'm just saying.
Shoot. Her voice is not all that to me. And think of the names that we've already talked about. Over Tina Turner.
Well, mind you.
Over Toni Braxton.
Think about it.
Over Anita Baker.
Think about two things. A, who made the list, and B, think about the reference of the other list we have to go off of.
Pendergrass at 42. Okay. Now we're back on track. Etta James at 41. Okay. Who the heck? Aaliyah at 40. Okay.
Because there's one name we haven't seen on here that I would absolutely agree.
Beyonce is probably in the top 5. I can let you know that now. Louis Armstrong? Dog. Louis Armstrong probably
had an indistinguishable.
He probably had the what's being thrown at him when he started singing.
That's the reference I was trying to make earlier. You said it was weird. No, you didn't say I was wrong.
I thought they were actually clapping at that point, but okay. My bad.
See, now you're just being disgusting. I know what you mean.
That's what I thought you were talking about. No. My fault.
We were both on the same page.
Okay. We're back. We're back on track. Louis Armstrong at 39. Curtis Mayfield at 30. Okay. Van Morrison. I've heard the name before.
No, I have too. He's up there. He's good.
Kurt Cobain, 36. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Dusty Springfield. I've never heard that name before. Is it Tom?
That's Tom, the H is silent.
Where is he from?
Be UK if I had to gander, I guess. Look at that face.
I don't like y'all. Get the H out of here. Literally and figuratively. Bessie Smith at 33. 32,
Ooh.
David Bowie, okay.
Wow, so he's dead. He must be up there.
Luther at 31.
He must be up there then.
Hank Williams at 30. You talking about Presley?
No,
Shaka Khan at 29.
better than Presley.
Mahalia Jackson.
I was about to say, you sit here and pronounce
I'm
that wrong.
sorry. Don't attack me.
And
28, Mahalia Jackson. Dolly Parton at 27. Okay, that's my song though. I ain't gonna hold you. Paul McCartney at 26. Okay.
If they have the Beatles on here individually,
Mary J. Blige at 25. They probably do.
Because Paul, that was the first Beatle I've seen on here.
George Jones. I don't really know.
I feel like you have a lot of
20, Smokey at 23. Okay.
Okay.
Adele.
Jeez.
Woo.
That should be a little higher. It should be a little higher.
Interesting. Look, I love me some Adele, but let's see what we got else. Nina Simone is 21. Okay.
What was that song that came out? Like, not Hello.
Marvin Gaye.
Oh, Go Easy on Me. Oof. Man, that song makes me feel some type of way.
Marvin Gaye at 20.
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra at 19. Okay.
That's good.
Celia Cruz. I don't know her.
Elvis at 17. That's hilarious. Because the person I'm thinking of is higher than this dude. Which he should be. But his voice was good, though.
Prince at 16. Okay.
Bob Dylan.
14 is Freddie Mercury.
Yes.
Oh, it's Rick Booth.
Should
That's
be.
small.
I'm going to hit you.
This is what Rick Booth would look like if he wasn't all, like, muscular.
He would.
No, tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. You absolutely
13 is Patsy Cline.
Patsy Cline, yeah.
No,
but Freddie Mercury should be right there. They really put the Beatles on here individually.
John Lennon at 12.
That's stupid.
Well,
that's dumb.
Yeah.
Little Richard,
let's go.
All right, this is where it gets pretty solid. You can't really make a lot of arguments here.
10, Al Green. Okay.
You really can't.
Otis Redding at 9. Yeah.
They
put the Temptations up here.
Yeah, individually.
Yeah, so.
And they actually, and it turns out,
and not just.
It turns out they were here to see Otis.
I mean, yeah, I came to see Otis.
Yeah.
Even though I wasn't around yet. Beyonce at 8. Interesting.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think she's that. I think she's a little high up. She's a little too high for me.
I think Freddie.
Stevie.
I think Freddie is a better singer than Beyonce.
Stevie, I can listen to Stevie Wonder forever.
I think Freddie Mercury is a better singer than Beyonce.
Yeah. No.
I don't care. I said it. I said what I said.
What is the album that I listen to all the time of Stevie Wonder's? I go to it back. I go to it all.
Is it probably the one with Superstition on it?
This is the one with Sir Duke on it. Songs in the Key of Life.
Yeah, that has Superstition on it.
Is it?
Or it should.
No.
No, it doesn't?
No. This is the one with
Isn't She Lovely?
Sir Duke, I Wish, Pastime Paradise. Isn't She Lovely?
Yeah.
Is on this one. Amazing album.
Yeah, but that's good. That's where it should be.
6 is
Ray Charles. Yes.
Okay.
Georgia.
Mariah Carey at 5. I'm sorry, Mariah Carey's voice isn't all that impressive to me, but that's just me. Billie Holiday at 4.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be really interesting.
Fruit.
Sam Cooke at 3.
I don't care. Right there.
2 is Whitney.
Yep.
Oh Lord, who has a better voice than Whitney? Do I need to get my?
There's only one person.
I'll give you the number 1. Aretha, number 1. I give you Aretha, number 1.
Beyonce shouldn't be. Beyonce should be where Freddie is.
Beyonce should be in the top 10. I'm clipping that and I'm putting it out there for the Beehive to attack me. Yea, though I walk through the valley in the shadow of death, I fear no evil. Come at me, bro, sis, or whatever you want to be called.
Where's that in the Bible?
Yea, though I walk through the valley.
No, I was kidding about the rest of it. I was kidding.
The period was there, so I ended my thought, moved on to what I wanted to tell the Beehive because I already know me saying that
and that's where
is going to summon them to attack me.
And that's why I said, "Where's the rest of it?"
Because I got to make sure I put it out there because I know there are certain communities I can not set. I agree, A-Fox. Drop Beyonce to 50. I know there are certain communities I can not say things without being attacked. The Beehive, the Navy, the Crew,
the Navy,
Rihanna fans, the Barbs, Eagles fans.
Well, Eagles fans deserve whatever they have coming. I don't care.
Yeah, I hope they lose Sunday, just to laugh.
They're not even playing. They have a week off. You jerks.
Well, I hope they lose then. Shoot.
They get to the decision of either.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. I hope the 49ers win the Super Bowl this year.
Wow.
And I'm gonna really hate that too because I hate the Niners. But go Brock Purdy.
If Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl.
If Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl, he's the next Tom Brady.
And I actually will enjoy that. I really will. I will take that.
The league needs a new Tom Brady.
It does.
And it's Brock Purdy is basically Tom Brady. Brock Purdy.
The time has come.
Where did he go to college at?
Let's find out. I got you. The time has come for somebody new. Like just right off into the sunset with honor. Like I said, we want to put you out with honor. He doesn't because he doesn't like you. I mean, I'm not.
I do like Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady is amazing.
He's not the greatest athlete of all time, that's for sure.
Oh, I've never said the greatest athlete.
Well, people will have you believe that he's better than Jordan. How? How?
He's not better than Deion.
Iowa State. He went to Iowa State. Brock Purdy went to Iowa State. I'm pretty sure he did to get drafted.
Well, that's not necessarily always the case. How many downs did Matt Castle play in college?
I'm not sure.
0.
Oh, how about that?
Didn't play a single down.
I literally watched this just before you got here.
I've watched it twice, but I do want to pull up the notes just so I keep up. Because I personally didn't take notes because I was like being lazy. But I did find what I needed.
You know the best thing I love about Lucha Underground?
What's that?
I love how during this whole run, they never called them wrestlers. They called them fighters.
Well, they were fighting most of the time.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I love that it created this own universe where you couldn't really argue as like, oh, they're wrestlers or they're sports entertainers or whatever.
Lucha, but yeah.
But I'm saying, like, people think of Lucha in its own.
Yeah, because even during the mixed match when they were, it was Sexy Star teaming up
with Chavo versus Ivelisse and Havoc.
That's a very interesting matchup. When you think about how both of those women that were in that match are really not likable people now. So that is something to be definitely interested about. Just recapping off of last week while Isaac is taking the phone call. It was the first episode where the wrestler, where Dario Cueto came out offering $100,000 to the most impressive people, to the most impressive fighter in the temple. Turned out to be in the episode Big Rick, along with two other guys that we're going to actually get to know in this episode here.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with that. So Big Rick, Cortez Castro and Cisco. Mr. Cisco were in the ring. They introducing themselves. And then out comes Johnny Mundo, and as well as not Ricochet.
You're really sticking to that.
Yes.
I admire the commitment. Go ahead.
So we get a match between Cisco and Cortez Castro and Johnny Mundo and not Ricochet. They won. Not Ricochet and Mundo won with a stereo shooting star.
I think he hit the 630 or the shooting star.
It was shooting star.
Ricochet hit Prince Puma hit the shooting star, and Johnny hit the 450.
Okay. So that was actually a pretty solid match.
It was solid.
The thing I noticed was Big Rick was up in the crowd just smoking a cigar the entire time.
Yeah, I also admire how hot the crowd was for everything.
Oh, I mean, the crowd. That's the thing I love about like smaller crowds.
Yeah, they're
Like
hot.
they
for
are absolutely
everything.
on fire for just
Even
about
if it was,
anything.
even if it was tape, like the crowd was always interested in whatever
Yeah.
is going on. They have it for reaction for everything.
And
Now,
I'm pretty sure
granted,
the taping wasn't all done in like one, like all the episodes weren't done in like one lump sum. So
Right.
it definitely did help because
right?
I couldn't imagine sitting there trying to like record 20 something odd episodes. I'm pretty sure for episode
Yeah.
10 I'd be poop.
I'm pretty sure they do like 2 in a row,
Yeah.
maybe 2
Two or
at most.
three, maybe four.
Yeah.
Four might be pushing because I know NXT was doing four.
Like the show, like for example, like the shows they'll do. Like, okay, next week this is gonna happen. Like the first 2 episodes, I guarantee you they probably did those in the same night.
Yeah.
Because you can tell, because look at how day it was at first, and then it transitions tonight in the second episode, so to speak. Which is so messed up because I was in Cali for 4 years and I was within driving distance of the temple and never went. That to this day always upsets me.
So after that, Conan actually met up with Prince Puma. Well, Prince Puma. Well, not Ricky. He was in the backstage and basically said, "Listen up real close to what I'm about to tell you, Johnny Mundo. You need to stay away from him because his fight ain't your fight." So poke to the chest, Puma, basically saying, "Look, Johnny ain't for you. He's not your friend. So just beware. Don't be associated too much with him." Which I feel like is going to really lead into something going down the line here. We get a video package from Mil Muertes. And then we get the next match, which is Chavo and Sexy Star versus Son of Havoc and Ivelisse. Like I just said a few minutes ago, Sexy Star and Ivelisse are 2 names in women's wrestling that a lot of people don't really want to be associated with.
Tragically.
Sexy Star, we already know the whole thing with her.
It's really sad.
It's doing too much.
Sad.
And Ivelisse just like not selling on national TV. Big no.
It's sad in the sense of like, especially watching them here and how like over they were.
Who wasn't over in it?
That's the thing. Like everybody was over.
I could have came out there.
Everybody was
Bobo
over.
the Fool, and I'd be getting a Bobo the Fool chant.
Bobo the Fool, Bobo the Fool, Bobo the Fool, or just fool.
Shoot. They
They were cheering for Marty, who we haven't even seen yet. Well, they were booing the holy hell out of Marty.
Oh yeah, that creepy guy.
Yeah.
And no, we're not talking about Marty's girl.
No. Oof.
So let me see
Although it's still
here.
creepy. Still creepy.
Like this person says, the crowd was pretty pumped. Chavo did a frog splash on the Son of Havoc, and then to get the payback from last week's episode,
Yeah. Well, she got
Sexy Star got the pin over Son of Havoc.
great pen. I'm not gonna say I also love Lucha Underground for the intergender stuff, but the way they did the intergender stuff made sense. It always made sense.
Yeah.
Like they didn't just do it just for the sake of it.
After that,
Plus-
we got a segment with Blue Demon Jr. Talking to Katrina, and Katrina is always fine. Katrina is, where's she at nowadays?
MLW. And
shoot.
Aztec, is Azteca Underground? If Azteca Underground still a thing,
I
that's
need to
where
get
she's
back.
at.
I need to get back into MLW because I've
'Cause,
seen a lot of
what's
good
the name
stuff from
still?
Alex Kane. But
I'll call him when I'm done.
the licking of just licking on Blue Demon Jr. was her saying a taste before 1,000 deaths. Which, if you haven't figured it out yet, Mil Muertes means 1,000 deaths. Another video package with Prince Puma and Conan.
Is it still going? Or is it...
We'll read the notes here. Puma trains as Conan does the voiceover. A close friend to Conan, someone we might all know, featured surprise, found Puma in a back alley, literally fighting for his life. Conan took him in because the kid can fight. I'm wondering if that was a reference to the alley fight into
it's just an event.
debut episode. If so, I like how they tied it together. Prince Puma is a direct descendant of the fiercest renegade tribe of the Aztecs, revered amongst their allies, feared by their enemies. Kapow, Puma knocks the heavy bag off his hinges. So it looks like here that not Ricochet is about to be introduced to somebody that we all know. Feels like this is gonna be Ray. I really feel like this is going to be Rey Mysterio. So we're definitely have to find out about that. We get to our final match of the night. Blue Demon Jr. versus Mil Muertes. Judas Messias, anybody who was watching TNA back in the day, Ricky Banderas. Really big dude, just an absolute tank.
She is currently still in MLW.
Okay.
Next to Mil Muertes.
Ah, nice. So they're still together. It was very interesting. There was a mysterious stone that was covered in red cloth. Definitely going to be interesting seeing the backstory behind that as we progress through this season. The match was actually really good. Big man versus this not as big guy. Mil Muertes has clearly, obviously got the victory here, but that wasn't the big story that came out of this episode. So you remember last week when Chavo lost to Blue Demon Jr.
Yeah.
And then Dario was talking to him, and I think that really bugged him. And it was weird because he had the match with Sexy Star, gave him Sexy Star the win, and then I think it was I said Josh last week when it's Matt Striker, and I noticed that watching it back I was like, shoot, I said Josh Matthews. This is not that, he's not horrible. This is Matt Striker. And so he brought up Chivalry, and I don't know if that was sort of like a nugget there, but then so he smashed Blue Demon Jr. coming to save him with the chair,
right?
And then Sexy Star comes out, and then he takes her out. So a bad Chavo was always good to me.
Yeah.
I grew up on the Chavo Guerrero that was a part of the what was it, Cabinet or the La Familia.
Yeah.
So I definitely am looking forward to seeing what Chavo Guerrero does.
I remember the Chavo that made me cry when Ray had to race and we made Ray say I quit and he
gosh, I remember.
And he remember because he legit had to quit because of his knee.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's a shame.
That was scary as a child watching.
Made me sad.
But this was another really good episode. Definitely a lot more to come. I know there's a lot of other names that are, definitely going to be showing up on the show. Looking forward to it. Episode 3 is coming, so we're going to definitely check that out. And once again, we will be back here to talk about everything Lucha Underground. So definitely come back and check us out with that. All right, cool. That was just me for when I have to actually edit. What else? Did you want to do that draft situation?
Or you want to? Or you want to do it next time?
You can do it now. You can do it next time.
We can do it next time.
All right, cool. So next time we're actually
we'll leave with that. We're
going to do a little draft thing. So I asked Isaac a question a few days ago, asking him to pick 15 men, 10 women, and 8 tag teams for his roster. So I'm actually already started my little draft board because we're going to do it draft style. So if he picks somebody, I can't pick them. Something like that, just to see how our rosters would look. I already know that he's going to have some names up here that I probably would not have, and vice versa, because both of us watch shows.
I wish we could have Duke for this solely because I'm going to put some names on there just to get a rise out of him. I was going to put
Kota Ibushi.
I was gonna put Kota. I was gonna put who's gonna be your second champ. I was gonna say Eddie Kingston. Gotta have Nick Gage as our journeyman.
That Nick Gage is definitely gonna be up there to make Duke mad. What else do we have going on?
Just to get it right. The playoffs.
The playoffs coming up.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be streaming.
We talked about that. We'll be back up here on Monday to watch some football, Cowboys and the Buccaneers.
Yeah, ESPN Plus. It's gonna be ABC, ESPN, and ESPN Plus. I'm gonna be watching on ESPN Plus, and I have all my gear on. Also, we're gonna be on early because we're gonna go to the throne before the game starts.
Amen and amen.
Yeah, I'm so serious about that. By the way,
the devil thought he had me. But I run.
No, for real, we are going to pray before that game starts.
Give him 2 legs, 2 thighs, 2 breakfasts, 2 wings.
You're so dumb. we are going to pray before that game, mostly for safety, but also for like because
Yeah, man. We don't need any more of those situations coming up.
No, but we are legit gonna pray though.
I had to make that video though because that was about the biggest ooga booga take of the year so far.
I think I told you not to make it, but I told you too late. That's why.
By the time you told me, I already had it up. It was getting ready to upload in like 2 hours.
Anyway,
did I say about Vivica Fox blocking me? I didn't find out Vivica Fox blocked me until King told me.
The Vivica Fox?
Yes, she blocked me and King.
Why?
Because we called her out about that show where she basically gaslit that black boy because of his mental health and was like, and they have up there like, we don't feel sorry for you because you were drinking.
Wait,
and
what show was that?
Problems. Face the Truth or something like that.
Was it like real or was she like acting?
I don't know, but the fact that y'all had that up there and then y'all want to cry about men not caring about mental health, miss me would that be?
Fair enough.
And the crazy thing is, I didn't say anything out of pocket. I was like, because she said that, and I was like, because she was complaining about it was a 5-minute video. I was like, it's a 5-minute video that you put up there. Hold on, here it is. It's every single one of the delusional idiots that were digging for a clip 5 years ago. I'm going to take the time to block you, each and every one of you, for trying to insult my character. And I was like, a 5-minute clip y'all put out, so who's really at fault here? Plus, I have a cute little fact that she allegedly put him on alcohol at 13.
Hey,
and I was just chilling. The King hit me. He was like, "Yo, Vivica Fox blocked me." So I was like, let me go check something out. So I looked up there. It was like, you're blocked. I was like, well, this is the most famous person I've been blocked by. I'll take it.
Is that really?
Yeah. Let me see. Who am I blocked by so far? I'm blocked by Sean. I'm blocked by JD. Yeah. So funny that the whole light skin argument was like 2 dudes that blocked me.
I'm hilarious. It's hilarious. You call it.
That's going on all the socials. I don't care. The most light skin argument. I'm really trying to decide between light skin arguments and I hate wrestling media for the title for this podcast now.
Speaking of funny, these people gonna be mad on Monday.
Oh, you talking about the masking situation?
Yeah.
Shoot, let him be mad.
I know.
Tell him to cope.
I'm watching it like...
prayers up to the Spartan Legion family as well, man. We lost a legend yesterday. Rest in peace to Emery Fears, also known as Chief. Prayers up to his family as well.
I'm watching it like an agent of chaos. Like, I don't care. I'm just laughing because it's going on.
Hey, I got a quick question.
What's up?
Who the heck is calling this man the greatest coach ever? Dan Campbell.
Who?
So I saw this meme. It was like Jim Caldwell was 9-7. He's terrible. Fire him. And then Dan Caldwell 9-8. He's the best coach ever. Nobody's calling him that.
Well, it's people.
And I'm happy that they beat the Packers. I think that he is a culture change from what the Lions have had.
Yeah,
he is an amazing culture change. Because what did they just come from? So Jim Caldwell was fired for Matt Patricia, which that GM was an absolute idiot.
The mediocrity that stems from Matt Patricia.
The mediocrity that stems from anybody that comes from Bill Belichick.
The level of mediocrity
who
came from them.
Out of all the Bill Belichick disciples, who has become a good head coach?
Is Josh McDaniels a head coach? Or is he still?
Yes, he's a head coach, but when has he ever been good? This is his second go round. He's still horrible.
Where is he at?
He's at Vegas now. He started he was at Denver.
Right, I remember
when they got rid of Jake Cutler and Brandon Marshall.
Didn't he also have Tebow?
I don't know if that was him or not. I don't remember that was him or not, but I know he got rid of Jake Cutler and Brandon Marshall and brought in Kyle Orton. Jake Cutler, Kyle Orton. And now he has a quarterback that has been solid all his career. And now he sucks.
Oh, John Fox.
Now all of a sudden Derek Vickel sucks. When have you ever seen... This was Derek Carr's worst year. He looked like David.
Yeah. Oof.
There were moments I was like, is that his brother?
Not David Carr. I remember him getting signed with the Texans. He was like their first quarterback.
Yeah, he was the first quarterback.
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. Those old Texans uniforms with the white helmets and white pants, I thought they were kind of cool.
I don't remember those. But no, Dan Campbell is not the greatest coach ever. He is a decent culture change to a team that absolutely needed it, and he was the perfect timing to be there. Do I think he is the answer long term for Detroit? I don't know. I really don't know. I do need to say though that there's a lot of promise in that team. And I told you at the beginning of the year they won't make the playoffs, but they're going to be an entertaining team going forward. In the last part of that season when they were on their tear, dog, that Thanksgiving game was amazing.
That and then the game
against Seattle.
Yeah.
When it was that time where everybody was playing sloppy and Seattle was in top notch games. That game against Seattle was amazing. Thanksgiving, amazing. Dog, Jared Goff looked better than I've seen him. Like Jared Goff was looking like when they went to the Super Bowl.
He wasn't even that good in that Super Bowl.
Not the Super Bowl, but like the leading up to it, he was on fire. Now, granted, he did have an amazing running back in Todd Gurley.
Well, that and they also got the call of a lifetime.
Yeah, that too.
They got the call. The only reason
that's never going to die out.
The only reason they were in that play. The only reason the Rams were in that Super Bowl is because they got lucky.
They got
lucky. The Lord came off of his throne and gave them the blessing of a lifetime.
Favor ain't fair.
Clearly wasn't, because they got washed in that Super Bowl.
I think I found my Ooga Booga tip for the week, though.
What'd you find?
So, somebody posted a video of Lil Bow Wow, and I believe this is Solange.
Oh, boy.
And so this guy here, we don't talk about it enough, but they really love putting child/teenage rappers with full-grown women. Even the lyrics are geared toward making older women be obsessed with you. Like, I don't know the full age difference, but the whole you actually making waves with your babysitter is weird. Here's the thing. Because to use that for this video,
I have a take for that. I don't think I have a take.
Can you find me an actual one where the age differences were like ridiculous because they're only a year separated?
No.
Solange is only a year older than Bow Wow. Yes, she is. Bow Wow's just short.
No.
Yes. Bow Wow is just short.
So just like
if Bow Wow was a light skin, if Bow Wow was a light skin, he'd be he'd be Sean Ross Sapp.
So you mean to tell me Jay Cargill is younger than Bow Wow?
Yes.
But the only difference
Jay Cargill's our age.
That's crazy.
I think we're older than Jade.
Are we older than Jay Cargill?
I really believe we are older than Jade. Okay, so she's like a year older than me or whatever.
Still.
So yes. She even said she grew up watching Bow Wow. Bow Wow's like 35. He's not like 40 yet, but they're only a year separated. And then this is the funny one. Someone like being woke must be tiring. He was like, yeah, duh. Otherwise, I'd be asleep. I was like, go to sleep then. How stupid.
Can we talk about that right quick?
What, woke?
Yeah, I don't think people that word has become triggering to me.
That word has become a talking point for the right.
It has, no, because like I got
and
people
I hate it because it was like before it became a political term. I use it to make fun of idiots.
Right. I got people at my job who use that word to like say like when they bring up stuff about like when we talk about Disney, for example. You know how
go broke. You probably heard that a few times.
Not even more so like you know how with Disney they're making more like diverse stuff. So,
yeah, and it's not helping because the other countries aren't really down
right,
with it. So it hurts their bottom line.
Right, but I'm saying as far as the U.S. goes, right? Yeah. As far as the U.S. goes, they're making stuff like that, which is whatever. I don't really watch it. Or like for example,
I don't watch Disney, so I don't care.
Well, they tried to. Well, for example, when She-Hulk came out, She-Hulk is about a superhero who is essentially a female Hulk. That's what she is.
She-Hulk.
Yes, and she's a lawyer. She's got her own job. She's all this other thing. But at the heart, she's also a woman. Yeah. So they tried to say they toned down the actual Hulk in the show because they were trying to be woke to make it more about her. I said it's her show.
She's the star of the show.
Exactly.
Hulk is just
exactly. That's not woke. That's not being woke. That's her. That's shows about her. You know, or when they say like on TV they're putting too much LGBTQ stuff in there, which I'll admit
I don't watch a lot of TV.
Well, I don't either, but I'm saying like the stuff I watch, I'm very picky about. But the stuff they have is like, okay, he's like, yeah, but it's in there, but you ain't gotta watch it though.
Exactly. Just don't watch it. And I listen to a lot of conservatives talk about it, and this is my issue with a lot of conservatives.
It's like, why y'all hate watching stuff?
Because that's what people do. Look at our favorite short man from New York. He's been hate watching WWE for years.
So I'm talking about like for us, for example. I don't hate watching anything.
You're not stupid.
Fair. But I'm saying like I don't watch something I know I'm not gonna like unless I'm forced to watch it. But then again, I'm also an adult and I'll do what I want. I'm not gonna watch something like if you're like. Unless you have, now granted, some of them have kids. Okay? So most of these dudes have kids. I
understand what it comes down to kids. Like,
yeah, I get it. You don't want to show your kids everything. It's fine.
I 100% understand that.
It's fine. However, if your kids like it, sometimes you just gotta roll with it. Sometimes you just gotta take the L.
And it's funny
like,
because
don't press your kid. Don't like press it upon your kids. Like the new Lightyear movie. Apparently in the new Lightyear movie, there's a scene. There's a scene in there.
And I think that's why it hurt because they couldn't even play it in some of the Eastern countries.
Right. But I'm saying, okay, so that's there. Whatever. Mind you, I'm not talking about the other countries. I'm talking about here in the U.S. where we have more.
But, that hurts their bottom line too. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
I wanted to cuss, so I said, screw their bottom line. I don't care. I'm talking about just how it is here. How we look at things here. We have more freedom to do stuff here. That's why I'm not worried about those other countries. Here, except Iran, they really need to get their shit together. Here, we have this ability. We have the ability to choose what we want. If your kids like something, that's cool. You shouldn't press it upon your kids. Your political beliefs on your kids, unless you want to do that. But I'm saying, like in that movie. What are you watching it for Lightyear? To see Chris Evans as Buzz Lightyear? Because that's why I'm watching it. I mean, I haven't watched it. But that's why I will watch it. Because I said, Chris Evans is going to voice Buzz Lightyear? That sounds pretty cool.
Who's Chris Evans?
Are you being serious?
Halfway. I know the guy.
Okay. Like live action Captain America?
I know who he is.
Okay.
I was joking.
Okay. Anyway, that's cool. I saw that. Yeah, that's cool. That's dope. That's good. But I would say, like, if they put it in there, it's like, dude, it ain't for you. You know what I mean? Like, they tried to tell me The Incredibles was kind of woke because it wasn't about Mr. Incredible. It was about his wife. I was like, how is that woke?
The original Incredibles was woke?
The new one they made.
There is a new Incredibles?
Yeah, there's a second one.
See how out of touch I am.
So in the first one, it was about him getting a job opportunity to be a superhero again, right? And they went through all that. Second one is about her again. Is about Elastigirl getting a job opportunity to be a superhero again and do some good. And they try to poke that off. It's like, oh, that's woke in the sense that it's putting first this like women feminist agenda. And I'm like, did y'all not see the first movie? Like they're both not capable heroes. Like,
and that's the issue I have with both sides because. The right will always talk about how sensitive the left is, but then turn right back around and be absolutely sensitive. I'm like, do y'all not realize that y'all are basically showing off how hypocritical you are?
Dog, they've been doing that. They did the biggest point I saw that was when they did that with Kendrick Lamar when he made All Right.
Dog.
They were so pressed when he dropped that line.
What would these people do? And when NWA dropped the song,
they were so pressed about that.
And the funny thing is, they didn't listen to everything that he was talking about in that album, because if they continued through, they would have gotten to the Black of the Berry in the last verse when he highlighted black on black crime. Yeah, I said black on black crime. Shut up, black folk. It exists. Y'all just don't want to admit it.
He said, because I remember watching, I had to watch the segment because I heard it in DNA. I went back and looked for the segment. It was on Fox News. Because where else would it be?
Of course.
We put it on there, and he said, they showed the clip of him at the BET Awards, where he said, and when he yelled it out in front of everybody, we hate the popo, want to give us Dan in the street post show, right? And then he said, and then.
Oh, please. I don't like it.
Yeah, it was, please. And then
was that Laura Ingraham said that?
Yeah, and then she's like, no, and then the dude was like, this is why I say that rap music has affected the black community, like putting more harm than good in the black community. I said, have you heard it? Have you listened to it?
Now, I would say there is some negative things that come through hip hop. Yes. But to say that it's no.
Like, I was. Did you watch that video I sent you yesterday?
You sent me a video yesterday?
I sent you a cancel court. It was cancel court.
Oh shoot! I need to watch that. Should I? How long is it? I might react to it.
It's an hour.
Oh shoot! No,
it's like 50 minutes, but it's a full thing. What it is, it's the defense of rap culture versus like it's one guy's defending rap culture, one guy's basically.
I might do I might just do like a.
No, here, like
when I watch it, I'm gonna listen to it later on. Probably when I'm at the gym, and then I'll probably come back home after wrestling is over, and I'll probably do a video on it.
Here, if anything, we could do it. Talk about it on the next part.
Yeah, so we'll do that.
Do the draft, and then talk about it on the next part because I watched the video already, and it's obviously something that. It's been a trending topic that we talk about
arguing their sides.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I can
and it makes sense because, like, their points they have in there are good. But the thing is, they're not arguing about the music. Well, you'll see it, but they're not arguing about the music itself. They're arguing about the culture it creates.
Yeah.
Which, again, all of it is not bad.
No, that's
but the thing is, it's like it has created a trending culture of negativity. Which I will give right wing conservatives this. It has created a certain level of negativity.
Yes.
But if anything, it's like 60-40.
I've always said that both sides have an idea, and
I'm not even talking about conservatism. I'm talking about rap culture. As far as rap culture,
and just in any situation, both sides have something there that I can say, okay, I agree, but neither side are like. Right on.
Right. No.
And this is another situation where they're right in a sense that yes, this is a problem in certain instances.
Yes.
But what he said that this is a bigger problem than racism is where I'm like,
yeah, no.
I know you want to ignore it, but
it's not.
It's kind of slapping you in the face right now.
It's not. Like it's not. It's an issue.
Yeah.
But this is not me trying to the fact that Sundown Town still exists is clearly
there's a problem.
Clearly racism is a bigger problem than
let's get rid of these sundown towns first.
Yeah, let's do that.
Pulling that ooga booga.
Yeah. They still exist.
Yeah. Wild. I hear about them all the time.
Wild. I know.
I really question if I've actually ran through a sundown town now.
I feel like you have, but you've been on the highway, so you didn't know it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you've been just on that main highway that stretches through.
It's like you ran, like going, just like you probably drove through J-Dub. You can
tell.
Like
so you can tell. Here's the thing: you can tell you've been in it. You can tell you've been in it because there's not much around. There's no signs where it says attractions or gas here, or if there's gas here, there's a gas station there, but it's surrounded by 3 other gas stations. You know what I mean? So that's how you know.
Like going to the gas station at night anyway.
No, not at night. No, not at. Are you insane?
The stuff that I heard about.
No, I ain't going to a gas station at night. No. Although I have, but I was on my way back from DC, and it was
if I'm on the road, that's a different story. But if I'm out around town,
No,
I'm getting my gas before 4 o'clock now because the sun goes down at 5:30 now.
I just got gas today. I ain't going out
I'm
there.
good for right now. I probably had to get some Sunday afternoon or tomorrow
But
if
it's
I actually
like-
dash.
But like, yeah, it's the culture.
The culture is a problem.
The culture is a problem. And it's been an enduring problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Somebody actually brought that up because I've had some clips on my YouTube, and somebody was like, they wish people would bring this up more, and I was like, this is something that we've been talking about for we've been talking about it for well over a year.
Yeah. We talk about every time.
As long as we do this
We bring it
podcast,
up
it's going to forever be something that we always
We bring it up
to.
every time we get a story about, hey, this rapper died.
Absolutely.
Or whatever. And here's the
Go
thing.
back and look at
Here's
the
one of the
episode where
things.
we talked about Takeoff 9.
Here's one of the things. We always talk about it, and it's always in a situation that is 110% avoidable. Now maybe that's easy from our perspective because look at where we're sitting. I'll take that. We'll take that. But however, I heard this in Waka Flocka's recent interview with Shannon Sharp. He said once he got, let me see how he put it, because the way he put it was immaculate and it made sense. He said once he got there, he didn't see a reason to go back. Where is it?
I think I saw that quote too.
Because you know the quote I'm talking
I
about.
think I saw it. Let's see if it's on YouTube because usually.
Here we go. He said
usually
here right here. He says, "When God bless you, you got to change your ways."
Yeah, and a lot of times you see a lot of these rappers that are
They make it.
taken out at young ages. They are still doing the things that they were doing coming up. Look at Jay-Z.
He ain't doing that stuff no more. That old stuff he used to do.
Pusha T, no matter how much he rap about it, he ain't doing it. He
No.
ain't been doing it for a while.
I'm even on the same belief. The same thing with Griselda. Everybody in Griselda. They ain't doing
They
that.
ain't doing nothing but going to wrestling shows.
No. Well, West Side Gun at the very least. I don't know what Butch and Conway are doing, but
Well,
but at the very least, we know what West Side Gun doing. He's sitting.
we know West Side Gun probably is in Green Bay right now.
Probably at SmackDown.
Speaking of Green Bay, did you see that diss track? The Ricochet, the most recent Ricochet diss track.
I have not. I haven't.
No.
I haven't had the time.
Bree called Braun and Ricochet the balding brutes.
That's hurtful. That's hurtful.
I lost it.
That's hurtful.
I'm going to text her like, yo, you ain't have to do Ricochet like that. Even though I told her to end Ricochet, I told her to just like
That's hurtful.
get him.
Which is crazy because he used to have hair, and he actually looks kind of cool
Yo,
with hair.
you remember Zephyr McGrath from
I remember him. Yeah.
That's what Ricochet looked like with light skin. And it's so funny because I brought that. The reason I thought of that name is because I watched the video from him just before you got here. I was like, yo, this is Ricochet but light skin. Shout out to the homie Zephyr McGrath.
Oh my god. I am so sorry, my brother. But you do. You do. I'm sorry.
And I work with a guy that looks like Ricochet now. And I finally told him this year. He was like, yeah, I think I've heard it before.
No, so I've always said.
He was like, it's better than that than Andrew Tate. Which is looking pretty bad for you Andrew Tate fans.
I heard he was in the hospital.
I don't think he's in the hospital now.
I know he's still in jail.
Is not looking good. In that
He's not
case.
getting out. He's not getting out.
Yeah, they tried to get out with an appeal. They denied it. There's some
here's the
pretty
thing. Here's the thing.
hard evidence to what's going on.
Here's the thing that I don't think people really need to understand about international law. Now, I'm not an international lawyer, but here's one thing I know.
I know nothing.
Here's one thing I do know, or at least conceptually. Other countries take stuff seriously than we do here.
Absolutely.
Clearly, now granted,
Because if we took stuff seriously, we'd be having that list from Jeff Epstein,
yeah.
and we'd be getting
Clearly,
these people
we don't.
locked
Yeah.
up.
Like for example, For example, with the Brittany Griner situation. With the Brittany Griner situation.
Oh Lord.
No, hear me out. They got her on that, right?
Yeah.
They were going to lock her up for 10 years for that. Now, granted, status withdrawn.
They don't care.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
They don't care.
That is what I'm saying.
I'm Brittany Griner, and I could care less if you're LeBron James.
That is what I'm saying. I'm saying the status withdrawn. You commit a crime in there, they're going to make sure you do time.
Wasn't LiAngelo looking at 10 years for his shoplifting in China?
You see what I'm saying?
I know America has a lot of problems, but Lord have mercy, we got it good compared to these other countries.
Yes.
We got a lot of problems
in the Middle East. They say
but,
in the Middle East they'll cut your hand off for stealing. I don't know if they still do that, but
I can ask my uncle.
Well, then again, look at it now.
He's over there.
Look at it now. They are in Iran. They are still killing people in Iran for protesting. For protesting this extremely oppressive government.
And I know we just passed the date. What are we 7 days past the date? But I look back at that.
That's hilarious.
And I look at some of the stuff that I've been seeing, the unrest that I've seen in other countries, and I'm like, this is soft.
It is soft.
And you know what I'm talking about, right?
It was soft.
J6.
It was soft.
Compared to what I've been seeing in China and all these other countries,
here's the main difference.
Is some patty cake foolery.
Here's the main thing. Those other countries, they get stuff done as much as they can. For example, I forgot where it was. I think it was in Malaysia or somewhere. They stormed the building and drove the president out.
Honestly, I'm gonna tell you, if anything was closer to what we see in other countries, it was in Washington State, not Washington D.C.
Oh yeah,
over there,
yeah,
that was insane. Precincts being burnt down.
Insanity. And then here's so funny
going
about that.
For months.
Here's what's so funny about that. Here's so funny about that. Not that, but J6. You would have thought that they went in there to try and accomplish something.
They went there to go live on Instagram.
That and another one dude apparently went in there just to smear feces on the wall.
Yo, I was in my car getting a COVID test watching this, and I'm sticking this thing up my nose, looking at my phone, was like, this is ridiculous.
Yes, it was. That's why I thought it was funny. The whole time I'm laughing.
My brother and I in my car just laughing these
hilarious.
people are stupid.
It was hilarious because the whole time I'm thinking, y'all are gonna get in so much trouble.
Because the QAnon shaman is in it. QAnon shaman was already just looking a hoot. No, why are you walking around looking like that? I know I'm not supposed to judge you. It's 2021, but dang, come on, fam.
That was funny. And then the funniest part was the aftermath when everybody was like, "Oh well." Mind you, because at the time he was still president. They're thinking, "Oh, he's gonna get us out of it." I'm like,
"No, he's not." Because it's so funny because didn't he make a speech condemning it?
He had to.
I mean,
he didn't have a choice. He had no choice. He had to make that speech. That's what made me laugh even more.
He could have came out there. He could have came out there and been fly about it.
That's what made me laugh even more was the fact that.
Now, what if you came out there being fly about it?
Hey, at least he would have said something. But then again, my thing was I was watching. I'm like, y'all are gonna get in so much trouble. And then when they were getting picked up, like in the old gangster movies where the cops are just raiding random places and putting people on the ground and all that stuff. You know the parts I'm talking about in movies. But all that was happening, and people were ratting out their coworkers and ratting out their own families and stuff. I'm watching that y'all really thought y'all were gonna they were gonna let it slide.
You know what happened to them? They went to the grinder.
They did. They went to jail. Federal jail. Now, probably for months, but some were probably still in there.
Yeah, some are definitely still in there.
Some are still in there.
I still think some have trials awaiting.
That's the funny part. And here's the thing. It's not civil. It's not state. These are federal crimes. They can't get jobs again.
No.
They ain't getting no jobs.
You're done.
Anywhere. You're done. For what? For what? Really think
Take the L out of lovers over, brother.
Really think about it. For what, son?
For what, son?
For what?
Let me find that clip so I can insert it.
Yeah, shout out to our brother.
I put him in. So I did the video on what's his name? Otaku.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, I'm coming at you, and I'm coming at you hard.
Wait a minute. Pause.
Was that the one?
Seriously.
No, it wasn't that one. It was another one. It was the light. The light.
Hit him with the A. What are you talking about?
And then I added the Drewski. Was like, what do you mean by that?
What you mean by that?
So,
no, but seriously,
I'm waiting. I might do another reaction to Otaku. Otaku is hilarious because he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. But it's like, dude, you know so much to know nothing.
That's crazy.
I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking at my wrist like my watch is on it, but my watch is charging.
Funny.
I need juice on my thing.
It's country fun. No, but seriously, we should.
Did you see the Mandy Rose segment with on Tamara?
I did not, but I'm also of the belief that if who are this is where kind of what I was saying about Duke was like, why does it matter what she's like her even if she's making more money on that platform under the banner of that company, whose fault is it really that she has to resort to that? Now, granted, it's good, you know what I mean?
Look, like I
but
said,
I mean, why are you punishing her essentially by cutting her like y'all did?
Because
that's not
because of who is in their ear saying that look, if y'all don't rectify this, we're pulling out of our deal with you.
Okay, so I mean,
So
this is why I think that ultimately they should go private. I don't know how they would go private.
I think
if they go private,
you still got your sponsors because that was Mattel.
Okay, so
and even going private, they still have that deal with Mattel. So and Mattel being frustrating for toys.
I just think it's very frustrating that.
And I think if
that's not fair.
If it weren't for the certain pictures, if it were just like
beat shots,
because there, like I told you, there are other wrestlers that have Instagram has their little subscription service now.
Yeah,
and there are wrestlers that have it, male and female, and you're not getting that content from them. If it were just the stuff that you would be more likely to see on TV, like because Mandy Rose is like the ultimate thirst trap. Was the ultimate thirst trap on Tuesdays? Yeah. Like I know what
like that whole thing.
I know what Von Wagner said.
The whole thing with Jeff, not Jeff, Jimmy. Remember that whole thing?
Oh Lord, when he walked in on her?
No,
that was.
No, I'm saying you remember that whole storyline where like Jimmy was coming on to Mandy was coming on to Jimmy.
Oh yeah.
And then they met. He met her at the hotel.
I remember that.
And then Naomi pulled up on her and they started rumbling.
That reminded me of like the one with Lana, when Rusev was the Rusev and Enzo story.
You mean
with Lana when he was trying to
Adrian.
Who was it?
Adrian.
No, it was Lana.
Oh no, Aiden.
No, it was Lana. This is before Milwaukee.
Oh.
This is before Milwaukee.
That.
This is when she was going around saying Rusev is the only man that can have me.
Oh, and
after they got married.
And Enzo tried to shoot a shot.
Yeah.
Speaking of Enzo, he's in MLW. But
yeah, I saw that. I do kind of want to see him back with I'm not calling him that. W. Morrissey. I'm not calling him Big Bill.
I saw them like, is that not I saw that on Dynamite. I was like, are they really calling them that?
So I had missed the episode clearly because when Jungle Boy came out, it was like, I want Big Bill. I was like, they debuted another wrestler? What the heck is Big Bill? I was like, Big Bill? What, is Little Bill getting old?
It's
Isn't Big Bill like Bill Cosby? Because like Little Bill's like Little Bill Cosby. It's not. I mean, it's not off base for AEW have problematic figures in their company. When you think about the offenders that they have show up on their TV show here and there, Mike Tyson.
Well, he's different now. Well, it doesn't excuse. I'm not saying that excuse what he did, but like,
or should I say the Dapper Yapper?
Yeah. Okay. He wasn't there Wednesday.
He's back.
Oh.
Yeah, he was there Wednesday.
Oh, never mind.
Because that's how I know. That's the only reason I know that he's the dapper yapper.
Oh.
Because they,
Is JR just backstage now, or
I don't know. JR, I think JR is probably more reserved for like the big moments.
Okay, because
It's like pay-per-views.
I kind of like that. I don't know. Taz on commentary.
Taz on the ring.
Taz on commentary is always gold.
Good.
Yeah, it's always
Go
gold.
back to SmackDown.
I know.
He was like amazing.
Him, Shivani, and Excalibur's balance. Dude,
Even I still prefer 2-man.
Yeah,
Which I find it very interesting that CK has never really gone with the 2-man commentary table.
well, he did.
Because
He
knowing
did
that
at
the fans have hated
Revolution.
3-man commentary since WWE did it.
Yeah, they did it at
And
Revolution.
now WWE's at 2-man.
Yeah, with Wade and who is it?
Well, Pat should be back soon.
I'm saying it's Wade and Cole on SmackDown,
Yeah.
right? And then
What
Raw, it's
What
what's
do
the
you
name?
think they're gonna do with Pat? Because Pat's done with NCAA now.
Yeah, not sure. Be interesting to see. Maybe I don't know. So WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, Sammy getting beat down by the Bloodline.
I have Sammy winning, and this is not my original idea, so I definitely got to give a shout out to Africanua. He made an idea. He came up with the prediction that Sammy wins and pulls a John Cena. So remember John Cena didn't challenge for the didn't cash in his challenge at Mania. He challenged before.
Wait,
So-
I'm trying to think of when he did it. Wasn't that
I think that was after return.
like this? What?
Was it 2010?
I'm trying to think.
2008?
He won the Rumble.
Yeah, that was when he won.
2008.
And I think that's when he
And then-
challenged before.
But he didn't get it. And
Yeah.
it's a triple threat.
Which is why
Mania.
I think that Sammy is probably going to do that win.
and challenge at like
challenge
what
at-
was it? Payback.
No, this
Or,
is going to
Fastlane.
be.
It won't be Hell in a Cell.
No, it's not. It's Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
I think he challenges in Elimination.
And then
here's why.
Then a new chamber.
Where is Elimination Chamber?
Canada. And then
Montreal.
Then a new elimination chamber. Then a new winner will be crowned and face him at Mania.
I think that they find a way to. I don't know how you do it, but I still think the goal, just based off all the Easter eggs that have been put out, I still think the goal is to go Rock Roman at Mania.
I don't see why not.
I mean, you've
It's
been
gonna
teasing
be
it
in-
for so
it's in-
long.
it's
You're
in
teasing
LA.
it on Young Rock.
Mhm.
It's in LA.
You're gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
It's happening.
Are we? I just realized that's right around the corner. Are you still?
Yeah,
up?
I'm gonna save up for Philly.
What's in Philly?
That's the next one.
I'm saying, which one is that? Is that South?
That's 40.
Oh, WrestleMania 40.
This is 39, right?
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, 40's in Philly.
I'm trying to think. Do I want to go? I'm trying to think how bad.
And I'm
all
trying to go there
depends-
because I want a Philly cheesesteak. I want
depends
to walk up to somebody and be like, yo, you acting real Joe right now.
I kind of want to do it based
I'll put
on.
that on TikTok because I know
kinda
somebody
wanna do
that
based
has
on,
found my TikTok is from Philly that hates when I say that.
I kind of want to do it based on how bad I want to see Bloodsport, which right now is not all that.
Have they announced any?
Not really.
So Mad MCA is going to be in Hampton in a few months.
If anything, right now the main thing I'm trying to do two things. One, save up to go to Cali for my birthday in November, and go to and get my own place by the end of the year. Yeah.
So evidently, according to PW Insider, Triple H thanked the talents for all they do so that Vince McMahon's involvement in Sensor Training is to spearhead the search to see if and who WWE will sell to. He also reiterated that none of this will see any effect on the current creative.
Well, as long as they sell to somebody American.
Okay, Donald.
No, I mean I don't mean it in the sense of like somebody who's gonna like just keep the product honest. I don't want to see old heads returning.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? I don't want to see that just for paydays. Like no,
No.
keep it within the realm. Like that's why.
And
That's
I-
the
I-
other.
I
That's the
do
main reason I wasn't watching
there's a
Saudi
lot of
pay-per-views
things I like
anyway.
there's
Like-
a lot of things I like about how Triple H has done it. Because how many times have you seen a match on TV that has just been absolute seller
A lot, too many times.
in Triple H's era?
Oh, not recently.
Rare. It's very
Yeah.
rare.
Like for example,
And
even
a lot of time, I don't think I've seen a repeat.
even Rhea versus Tozawa felt like it meant something.
Yeah, and I haven't seen any rematches because that was one of the things a lot of fans really cried about with Vince. It's been rematch mania, and I haven't seen any of that, so that's also been a positive.
You know, be even more positive.
What's that?
Alex. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, yeah. Don't be scared. Think about it. Think about it. All you have to do is just make it make sense.
Yep.
That's it. That's literally it. That's how it works. That's why it works on the Indies so much. Well, certain matchups, but they make it make sense. That's it. If you make it make sense, people will get it. Seriously, and if you do it for the right reasons, you know. Plus, come on, like you got her steering that way anyway. Like I just saw the clip of where she hit Tozawa with that big boot. Like, come on. Which is also crazy. It makes you realize she's only 5'7". Like I'm taller than her.
Barely.
Yeah, like that's crazy. But you really think about it.
Yep. But that's all I got for the week, though.
Yeah. We'll see y'all on Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
Cowboys, Buccaneers. I think I might bring back the challenge.
Challenge.
Are we doing this? Are we doing this through the old way, or are we doing it here?
Like here?
How are you watching at home?
Do you have ESPN Plus? Or can you get it? Well, first of all, where would you put it? Did you put it on there?
I could.
Well, I have ESPN Plus.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna do it here.
Cool.
We're doing it here.
With that being said, peace, love, pop stars. Always remember to drink your water. See y'all
Plus,
Monday night.
I feel like I'm gonna need the comfort for my anxiety. That's gonna take place during the game.
Yeah, and drink water.
That too.
Go Hawks. I'm not watching the game though.